What's up, guys? J-dawg from Hell's Headbangers here again, back with a fucking total banger for you here today. It's going to be a little bit of a story time, a little bit of fucking showing you some goddamn Hell's releases, a little bit of what else I got by the band, my opinion on them, all-time faves, a little bit of meet and greets, etc. Hold it. Try to keep it as fucking not too long, because there's a lot to show. So, starting off kind of with a little bit of story time and of H. Hell's releases, one of my all-time favorites. I know I kind of say that a lot, and I don't just say that for the fucking video. Uh, I say that because the reason why I'm showing it is because it's one of my all-time favorites. But one of my all-time favorites, it's a 2-in-1. We did them at the same time, and that band is, and anyone knows anything about me, knows I'm a huge fucking fan, and you never hear anyone talk about them, super under goddamn rated, is Centurion. And here, first released is their first LP, which actually, this is actually considered a demo. Like it was, I think it was 97 it came out. I'm almost positive that was the year. And it was just on a CD on Full Moon Productions. But Hells did LPs and CDs of them. The LPs are sold out now. We might have one or two that got returned or something like that in a package. I'm pretty sure we don't have any left. If so, if go over to Hell's right away and search out Centurion and see if the LPs. I highly recommend get them because they have been sold out. They came out a few years ago now. What year was it? 2014. So fuck, shit, god damn, man, that's fucking 8 years already. Holy fuck. But yeah, I guess that's about right. Time fucking flies. But this is, in my opinion, mandatory, absolutely mandatory, not even fucking debatable, satanic fucking death metal. No pussy shit. It's just fucking, yeah, evil satanic death metal. And it's very much in the vein kind of like, I always put them in the vein of fucking Morbid Angel and Deicide. It's got more of the riffing and the, just kind of like the music pattern style of Morbid Angel, but it's got the anger and the hatred of fucking Deicide. That's the best way I can describe it. You know, when you listen to like early Deicide, you can kind of just feel like Glenn's like he just sounds angry, whether it's for good or bad or whatever. Different. I personally love it, and as opposed to like something like Grave or whatever. It's just or Cannibal Corpse. It doesn't sound angry. It just it's just brutal, right? At least that's the way I always kind of saw it and thought it. So, and that's the best way I can describe it as far as musically. Slick ass fucking insert. None of half these photos were even around prior to this fucking release that we did. I'll show you the original CD on Full Moon lyrics. There's two versions on this, and we'll show you both them because I own them both. There was a colored vinyl, kind of like a three-way black, white, and white. It was all black and white cover. Thought that was a pretty cool color matching, fitting for the album. And then, so there was, I believe, 400 copies of those. And then there was 100 12-inch picture discs with a burnt cover. Cover, I'm not going to take it out. It's all ashy and kind of like burnt. It was kind of like Eric's idea, which the idea was cool because like a purest fire kind of like singed the covers. Idea was cool. I didn't think it came out as cool as it probably could have, but it was cool. Same insert. They were hand numbered out of 111 copies. And again, I have, as you can see there, number fucking 9, as we discussed in video number goddamn 1. And then picture to side A, picture to side B. Only 100 of these made. So if you can find one of these, I highly recommend picking it up. Because yeah, super fucking hard to get now. And then their first full length, I go back and forth. I don't know what I like more, the A Purest Fire demo there or this full length Corazonic Chaos Gods. I really like how raw fucking Purest Fire is, but Corazonic's got more songs, and every song is dude, all bangers, no hangers, dude. It's just fucking, yeah, there's nothing like that needed to be omitted. We're like, that's not as good. Beginning and end, band a fucking end. Front cover, and this cover, little fun fucking fact, is actually like a blood cover painted in blood by what's his fucking name? The guitar player. I can't think of his fucking name. No, I know his fucking name too. I know he's Rob. Yeah, why I couldn't remember that? Pretty easy name to remember. Rob, the guitar player, I guess was big into like self mutilation and Satanism and shit like that. So very fitting for the band, and he cut himself open and just fucking painted this in blood, I guess, one day, which is kind of fucking crazy to think, but pretty fitting for the goddamn band, right? Backside. Oh, let me show the goddamn insert. And again, on these 400 color vinyls, 100 picture discs, they came out at the same time. There's the boys and the lyrics. They came out at the exact same time as each other. We put them out at the very same time. I grew up huge fucking fan of these. All there was with the CDs, like I said, on Full Moon Productions. And so not only is this literally, actually literally one of my favorite bands of all time. I can honestly go on record and say that. And it's like, but at the same time, underrated bands. You never hear anyone ever talking about them ever. Like it's funny. Sometimes I'll be at a show or something. I have a Centurion, a Pure as Fire hoodie that Hell's Headbangers did as well, or maybe I'll have a Centurion shirt on or something. And once in a while, someone will come up to me like, "Holy shit, fucking Centurion, they're awesome! Yeah, it's great to see." Same like-mindedness. And then this, the picture of this comes with the cover, but it's got more of like a candle blood mix on the actual cover, the outer cover. Same outer cover, but it was for the first, because there's only 100 of these as well. Number 9 again, can you see that? In case you happen to give a fuck, number 9 out of 111. So if you can find this as well, definitely worth getting. And then it's just, like I said, 100 picture this with the outer cover. That was it. So we did those at the same time, and I guess it was 2014. It's fuck. It doesn't seem like it was that goddamn long ago. Because a little story time on these releases is, so these came out in 2014, like I said, right? So that's already seemed like a while ago. It took years to fucking do because, like, I contacted John from Full Moon to do these, and just a lot of wishy-washiness, like lack of replies, etc. So, like, it was way before 2014 when these finally came out that we talked about doing them, and I wanted to do them right away. It's like I said, some of my fucking favorite albums and band of all time. I wanted to get them out, and it took honestly probably at least 5 years. At least it might have even been 7 years. So yeah, what year was that when I first contacted him about it? Fucking '09, maybe '07, somewhere like that. It was a while. And then somewhere along the lines, I think when we put it on our coming out next or whatever in the Hell section, you go on the Hell's Headbangers website, you can see whatever like releases coming, out now and up next, etc. in the future. I believe this out happened. Centurion was on there, and they contacted us. I forget which guy contacted us and said, "Hey, what the hell? I don't know anything about this." Kind of similar to the Unlords story, and then got in contact. And I don't know if they remember who we are because little fucking story time too off the side as far as meet and greets. The only guys I've met from the band, I've actually never seen Centurion live. I don't. The only thing I've known that they played live was the Milwaukee Death Fest in 97, 98 or so. And I never actually been to Milwaukee. Almost went out one year, but that's the only time I know of Centurion playing. But the two guys, main guys, Seth and Patrick, met them right fucking here. Pretty cool goddamn shot. Got that. Where am I at? Got goddamn fucking glare. Fuck, this thing sucks. Pipsqueak J-dawg there. And that's with Dennis, Seth, Patrick, and all the guys of Severe Torture is what I was getting at. Because Seth here and Patrick there. Seth was the vocalist of Centurion, and Patrick was the bass player. Then Centurion disbanded, and they went on to go do Severe Torture, which I really like Severe Torture a lot too, especially the first couple albums. Another thing I was thinking, it's funny, like the last album they did, it's been quite a fucking while. So I don't know if they're broken up now too. And got to see Severe Torture a few times. That was the very first time. And then they did a couple tours, I think with Deeds of Flesh and stuff, and played Ohio Death Fest. And saw him, got to see him a few times. And then fast forward, it was funny. I think it was in 2016 they played Maryland Death Fest and haven't seen them in years. And they came up to the Hell's Headbangers booth, and me, Eric, and Chase were all there, and kind of got to say like, hey, what's up, man? Because they remembered us. And at that time, so 2016, we did the LPs and the CDs and of Centurion. So kind of a cool catch up. So that's where that was at. That's the story on that. But like I said, talking to Full Moon and shit, I forget who it was that got in contact with us. It wasn't Seth or Pat, or maybe it was even Rob, who I never met, saying, "Hey, what the hell? This is coming out," and they were cool with it. And then that's how we got materials and shit like that. But it took fucking forever for these to happen. And then CDs, the CDs are these are the ones we put out are definitely nicer than the originals, which I'll show you the originals too on Osmos. Because, for example, A Purest Fire has the lyrics, and the original does not. So these I'm showing you our pressings first. And we actually, this was sold out, the CDs, but we got a return package from a distributor that we did probably about a month ago, and there was about, I don't know, there's a handful of copies in there. So if you're interested in checking out Centurion, which I highly fucking recommend them. Like I said, some of my all-time favorite music ever. I'd go over to Hell's and fucking get them because they won't be, we don't have many left at all. Like I said, it was initially sold out. It was just a return pack. So here's the originals on, like I said, on Full Moon. And I'll pull this out because when I met Seth and Patrick, I brought my Centurion shit and I had him sign it. And I guess it was 2001. Remember I told you guys years 2000, 2001? Because Seth right there signed Seth and 01. And Patrick over there. The inside. Ours has more photos and the lyrics. There's not the lyrics of Pure as Fire in here. And they got some badass fucking lyrics that I'm a big fan of. Very fucking hateful towards the silly ass fucking Christians that gotta go. Always love their lyrics. Like I said, very hateful, sounding very much deicide-ish. If anybody knows anything about me knows I'm a big fucking deicide fan. I mean, obviously some of the later albums definitely not as good as some others, for sure, but nonetheless, big deicide fan. Then I brought Corzine and Chaos Gods and see, much easier to see there because they're in black ink. Seth, 2001, Patrick. So I was like stoked to fucking, because at that point I was already a huge fucking Centurion fan. Severe Torture was new. They were on their first album, Feasting on Blood, which was great fucking record. I think it's awesome. It's very Cannibal Corpse type worship. It's funny at that show, too. Seth kind of was saying before they played the show, like, yeah, we're going to do a cover song because on Centurion, Pure as Fire, they cover Blasphemy Blasphemy of the Holy Ghost by Morbid Angel, and Severe Torture being kind of like a Cannibal Corpse worship band. He's just kind of asked, well, yeah, we're going to do a cover song. Like, you guys, can you guess what we're going to do? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm not sure. He's like, give you a hint. We sound like them or whatever influence. And for whatever reason, I didn't guess because I didn't know, like, because Seth and Patrick being in Centurion, I just kind of pictured them more of like, not as like a huge Cannibal Corpse fan. I don't even know why. I pictured more of it as a satanic shit. But guess loves Cannibal Corpse as well. And he's like, yeah, we're doing a Cannibal Corpse Hammer Smash Face. And they covered that there. And it was really fucking cool. That was 21 years ago now. So really cool. I'm glad to have gone to that. So yeah, like I said, original Corzine Chaos Gods, the first full length. There's some live photos. Just this was the Full Moon Productions copy that I've had since whenever the hell I got this. I mean, it was obviously prior to 2001 because I already fucking owned it then. So maybe I got it in 99 or 2000, somewhere around there. But yeah. So, but at least you get the Hell's version. These are obviously way long gone. The only way you're gonna get this is fucking eBay or Discogs. And then so after those, Centurion broke up for a while. No, did they break? Yeah, they did break up first. So they broke it up twice then. Anyways, they came back and then they did this album here. And Seth and Patrick are not on this. This is the Libar Czar Zaxxas original LP. This Hells did not put out. It's on Perverted Taste. This came out probably about 03. This fucking no insert, nothing with from Perverted Taste. Back in the day, dude, there was like in the early 2000s, kind of right around when Hells was started. That was kind of like the influence for Hells to put out LPs and do a better job because Perverted Taste, Merciless Records, and there's a couple of they were like the vinyls were super fucking half-assed. It was just a cover and then the record, like no insert, nothing. Like where's the lyrics? Like what's going on? Like so us, we wanted to do a much better job, which we did. And I honestly think that's part of the reason for our success. Kind of right place, right time. Like everyone else was just doing such a half-assed job, so we stood out. I know there was nuclear war now around that time too, starting, but not many people at all, you know. But anyways, this is their first album without Seth and and Patrick on it. I do like it a lot, but it's definitely not as good. I especially because Seth, he actually does since he was he just did vocals for Centurion. It was kind of strange. I didn't even know until he was in Severe Torture that he was a drummer because he plays drums for Severe Torture and doesn't do vocals. So I mean, not that he's not a bad drummer or anything. I think he's probably a good drummer. Not that I know anything about musicianship for the drums, but they sound good on the album. But I always preferred him as a singer. I loved his fucking vocals personally. So It's always been a bummer since that's all we did was just those 2 Centurion recordings. When they were coming back for any other Centurion shit, I always kind of wish that Seth was the singer. But the guy that does, I forget who sings under his name. I forget. Never met him either, or even like I said, never seen Centurion live. So, oh, here it is. It says Jerry Brower, lead vocals and bass guitar. That's who sings on. Because this is the CD. This was on Listenable, I think. Was this? Yeah, Listenable Records did the CD, and this came out. And like I said, this is a good fucking record. It was recorded in 2001. So maybe at this point they never broke up. It's just Patrick and Seth left to do Severe Torture. I think that was the story. But having said that, they did break up for years and then came back and they did, which is the last album they did to date. They're broken up again, I guess. This Contra, I never say it fucking right. Contra Rationem. How the fuck you pronounce it? This is the LP, also on Listenable Records. This came out not that long ago. What is the year? These years fucking blur together. So like I said, here's the insert on here. What year was this? This seems about 5 years ago or so. It seems like. Now, Patrick and Seth are on this record, but Seth just does. He plays drums on this, and he says backing vocals. And the guy that does vocals is Niels Adams. Niels Adams? Yeah, I don't know. But Rob, the guitar player, is on everything. It's basically his band, from what I understand. When the fuck was this recorded and released? I'm trying to think. I'm just maybe this came out around the same time we did our LPs. Just black vinyl, nothing fancy. But something the CD says, because I have the CD here too. 2013 it says. So yeah, about a year later our stuff came out. So this was their comeback album. So this Libar Zarzax was the last thing they did, and so it said '01. So they broke up and they're gone basically 11, 12 years. They came back and they did this album, which is good. I do like it. I definitely enjoy it, and I recommend it. Again, just like the Libar Zarzax, those two, just definitely not as good as the first two. Like the demo, I just always looked at Pure as far as the first album because it's the first CD, but it's really just a demo. So the first 2 discs, Pure as Fire and Corzonic Cascades, that's the best shit. But again, I do enjoy these albums too. So it's a thumbs up, J-Dawg, recommended on all of it. But it's just my opinion, wasn't quite as good, and but still underrated shit to this day. And we haven't had the Libar Zarzax CD and LP. We haven't had that in stock in fucking ages. I think that's long out of print. So the only way you're getting that is through eBay or Discogs. The last album, we have the LPs. That's how I got mine in. They came in and I picked it up. I'm almost positive that's long sold out now too. Occasionally the CDs do come in. I don't know if we have any in stock at the moment. Again, just search Centurion, but we might, because if we don't have any in stock at the moment, we got a restock of these not that long ago. And like I said, it's not as good as the first 2, but it is a good fucking album. Don't get me wrong. It's a good satanic death metal album and definitely worth owning. Like if they do another album, there's no doubt I'm going to check it out. I didn't think it sucked by any means. It's just, J-Dawg growing up as a kid, listening to the first 2 and, Seth singing and shit. It's just a little different, but it's still brutal blasting satanic death metal. So absolute must own. Thumbs fucking up. J-Dawg approved. And yeah, if you guys can get your hand on any of that shit, I highly recommend it. And like I said, I don't just think I think it's very, very underrated, but at the same time, like literally one of my favorite bands of all time. And it's just so happens to be super underrated that nobody fucking talks about. So there's another one for you guys to go out and seek out and fucking destroy, right? So yeah, that's it for that one. Let me know what else you guys want to fucking hear about. If you got some underrated bangers like that yourself that you think nobody talks about, and it's an underrated band that's one of your all-time favorite bands, leave it in the fucking comments. Leave other shit you want to talk about. You know the works by now. I've been doing a goddamn video every day and give you the whole disclaimers at the bottom. Keep it coming, and I'll keep these fucking coming for you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.